Hello, good morning, good night. Where am I in Japan? Uh, so let me put music first, and it doesn't really matter because it won't be showing up on the VOD. I'll actually hide this affiliate thing here because I don't know if it's right. On my Twitch here it says 21, but there it says 22. If I remember correctly, there was some other place where I said 22 too. So today, what am I thinking of doing today? I'm thinking of beginning to build a model for me. For that, I will use vroid because it's free in all that. I already downloaded it on Steam and I'm opening it now, but I still need to figure out how am I gonna do this. I maybe can get a second monitor. I'm working on that. Working on that, and that will make it easier for me to do this because then I can use my cell phone to be my camera. But I still need to watch more videos and understand how to do this. I have Vtuber Senpai opened here on my YouTube. I like him. I discovered him. I think I discovered him. I have the feeling that I saw him earlier, but I saw his 2023 Niji Sanji auditions video, and then and now I'm looking at his videos of tutorials and things to use. So I'll decide what is the best thing to do, cause I have what is the name? VTube Studio installed, but you have to pay for choose it on my cell phone and transmit to the PC, right? So I'll have to see his other videos, and after I'll do that offline. But yeah, let me go to this screen. Don't know where to put this, but here's vroid Studio, and I'll learn how to use it on the fly. If I'm able to finish this kind of quickly, I'll do some other things. I was watching Hikaru playing chess, and I want to learn how to play chess like the right way, right? Because I played as a kid and I was good, but I didn't play right. I didn't not right, but I didn't play optimal. And I want to learn. I can also play this will open this. I already have it open here. But I can also play Minesweeper. I can always go to League. I don't know. I'll decide it as I do things. I wanna see a sample before I begin doing something. I just need my PC not to die too. Actually, never mind. I'll go to a new model right off the bat. And I'm playing my 2023 my most played on 2022 playlist. So there will be a mix of musics playing. Masculine, as it is, as I'm identifying myself as male, so there we go. We're working on the face, so can I? Oh, now, okay. Shift to move, okay. If you're working on the face, I need to do this. I don't. Oh, are these divided into feminine and masculine? Not necessarily. But I haven't. I know I have an idea of what I want, but I didn't think of the face format. The way the face is. So this I'll have to to see first. Holy shit! What is this? This eye? Oh, there's. Oh yeah, there's this, all these on the side to change to, so I don't need to be stuck to this. This is the face of the of Rini, right? Her mama is someone who made manga too, right? Who made the manga and anime about the mom and something like that. Talking about my face, IRL, I don't know. I like the format of my IRL face, but I'm thinking of selecting this one maybe. I don't know, face is too small here. I'll go with this one for now. That's okay. Ice. I will sing sometimes too, because because I know some musics, right? Oh, I listened to RPR's cover. I listened to RPR cover of Paleto of Toa, and I start thinking that yeah, I'll go with black because that's the color of my eye. But I begin to think that maybe I should sing on my wait, let me. Oh no, that's right. I had thought of a more gold color. So I'll go with this. Wait, let me. 0. Oops, 0. Whoops! I'm not supposed to do this. Man, that's funny. But yeah, I started thinking that I should sing on my not my head voice, not that high. But there are some musics that are just too difficult. Yeah, I'll go with this. Like this one, I think it's difficult to sing on my normal voice. Mainly because I don't know the the like the how to sing like the letter, not the letter. In Portuguese is the a letra, but I forgot the name in English. I'm not gonna change anything. Not for now. This doesn't make any. Oh, now you make. Oh, it's the. It's the. Yeah, it's the shadow that makes a difference here. You can be a noseless. There's a. Oops. Let me put on 0 again. Oh. I need to. I have a feeling that I would like to rig some models. What does this do? Let me put on 0 because I don't know if this will. No, I don't want the thief, the famous thief. Skin, high thief. Nah, you can show the thief. Lower upper, thief, vampire thief, shark thief. Oh, yeah. Again, I need to open the mouth to see this, but I don't know how to. Shark, front thief, thief shrink, fem mouth, masculine mouth. Oh, holy shit! No, thank you. Here are the parameters, but I don't know exactly what about it. Oh, it's the color of the back of the mouth. Okay, but I need to open the mouth to see this. Oh, okay, mouth inside. But how can I can't see. I need to open the mouth to see this, but guess I can't. Custom cheeks. Does this make any difference? I don't see any difference. So let's do this for now. Now the skin. I want to do something more Brazilian. So I want more not so white guy, you know. I don't think I will be able to capture my with this. The cheeks became too pink. But yeah, I don't think I will be able to match my IRL color, but that's fine. Let me put on 0 because I don't want my ear to be difference. I am human. I'm not. I'm not non-human, you know. Round your ears. No, 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 no. Remove ears. Jaw position. Okay. No, my I honestly consider my jaw to be quite it's like it's definite. It's not definite. I need to I It's too pink. It's still too pink. I can't find the right thing, so that's that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my jaw. I think my jaw is quite is good. You know, I like my jaw. Cheekbones. Nah, nah. I will let this on 0 too. Sunken cheeks. No. Chin roundness. I'll let like this. Where was I? Jawline position. No. Chin length. Nah, that's okay. Let on 0. Huh. Funny. If I put the chin length to this. Yeah, kinda. But I was going to say that it kinda it kinda begins to begin. It kinda looks like a child, you know. That's that there. If you make the face more round, it looks like more like a child. That's a problem because I'm not a child. Chin tip. I have a friend that is like this. He doesn't have a chin. With I think it's front, right? Okay, this works. Jaw angle. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, that's okay. Why the femme faces? Oh yeah, this is funny. I saw the Arcane documentary, and there is this time that they do this, with Jinx, but instead of being less feminine, they trade from child to add adult Jinx. This is fun. Oh, no, thank you. Why the chin is so big? What is the masculine head? Yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's a good face paint. No, I mean, can I? I won't know how to do this actually. Yeah, I actually don't know how to do this, and I'll cancel this. How can I cancel this? Textures, face paint. How can I close this? I don't. I'm with my mouse. No. How can I close this? Oh. Teach me all that you have done. Tell me how am I supposed to move on? How can I go back? I wish that I could wish it away. Wait, let me go back to face paint. This is doing nothing. What the fuck? What kind of brush is this? Oh, no, okay. Here. No, okay, what did I do here? It reminds me of you in a thousand ways. Okay, I need to... Oh, close texture edition. Okay, okay. Close without saving. It was just clicking on the X. I thought that it would cancel the thing. What does this do? What is this? Let me see if there's something here that would fit. I like this painting. I actually take care of my sleep health, so nah. What is this supposed to mean to do? Yeah. Expression edition. Okay, smiling. Smug, not smiling. This is not. Okay, this makes more sense on this smiling face. Sad. That works. Angry. I don't like the mouth like that. I think this works fine. Actually, maybe mouth inside, no. Teeth, no. I see you again, my love. Okay, this works. E? Ah, I will. It's the Japanese way to it's the Japanese way to talk about the vogels. Vogels? No, vogals? Vogais? It's in Portuguese. No, it's mine. The eyebrows, it's strange too. Happy. Let me try to. That's fine. The eyes are. That's fine. Surprised. That's fine. It's funny. What the fuck is happening with my eyes here? I'm already talking about what the fuck is happening with my eyes here? Okay, holy sh. Now it's better. What was happening there? My eyes went back. I already saying as myself, right? But my eyes were going inside my what? I need left. No, right. My eyes are not. Oh, here, eyes. It's strange. No. It's strange, but I don't think I can change it now. The eyes too inside, right? I know maybe one way that I can fix this. Where is the cheeks? No, it didn't work. Shit. No, it's maybe the face then. Not face paint, no, skin. Ear, jaw, cheekbones. I put on 0. Sunken cheeks. Chin roundness, jawline position. No, I don't think I can find it. But the eye is strange, on a strange place. 0. Yeah. Let me put on 0 again. I don't remember where it was, but straight lower, move upper eyelid down. Scornful look. Droopy eyes, no. Holy shit, look at where the eyes can drop. Iris, gaze, eyebrows. Yeah, I don't know where it's wrong, but let's go back here. Yeah, that's fine. Now, hairstyle. I don't think the hairstyle that I want will be here, but I will probably need to customize. But how can I do this? Wait, let me see if okay, it doesn't have what I want to. How can I now maybe I understand now what happened when I was trying to edit before. But how can I okay. Wait, let me close out saving and presets, go back to what the fuck is this thing here? This 3 hairs string. Okay, here. Custom. Edit. The problem is that I would have to do wait. Okay. Wait, let me. I change my ways, but then I'm stuck in my place. I think I will put maybe. Oh, okay, here. I don't like. Yeah, I would. Mm, yeah, I won't. I won't. I won't. Uh, do anything with this now because I'm not a good artist. I need to. I need to figure it out with just this made ones here. There are times when I don't like myself. All the things that they say about me. I wanna love myself just like everyone else. Huh. I don't like myself. Yeah, I want the hair to be uh not long because um short hair is way better than long hair. I'll do this as a for now. That's okay. What is this overall hair? Yeah, okay. I need to select it again. Let me find it again. What was the one that I selected? It works. Extensions, no. Side, no. Auge. It's fine. It's funny, but no extra. Don't know what is this base hair. No, thank you. Yeah, that's fine for now. The body, I 177.2. No, I will put my my real height here. But I no. Wait, let me see how this. No, okay, it's up that I need to do. Right by my side. More. That works. This is my real height. Maybe let me just do this here just to check. Okay, it's working. And let me here. Yeah, that's fine. I hadn't checked since the beginning of the stream. This would maybe this could uh, be bad. Body size. What? What is the point of the body size? Head size. No. Head width. Head type. What is the difference? Neck length. Normal head neck thickness, neck width, soft Soft and collarbone. No. Show Adam's apple. You can show it. Man, what is this? Chest size, no. Chest prominence, no. Chest position, no. Chest split, arm length. What? The arm length changes your height? That's fine. Finger size, hand size, torso length, waist width, leg length, foot size. I guess that's fine. It's pretty. It's pretty normal. I'm not. I don't want to. Ooh, purchase. Okay, no. Yeah, I don't. I will not this. I'm not strong or anything, so just look at this. Whole sets. Okay, let me search for it. Item for item. I want something like. I'm not. I don't want. I'm not thinking of these hoodies. I think I. Yeah, I'll let this hoodie for now. But I wanted an open one. I don't know why there isn't this option. Let me see if there. If there is the bottom that I'm thinking. I don't think it will have. Again, I would need someone doing it for me, but this will work for now. Dresses, no neck. I don't think I will put something on my neck, because it will be covered by the will be covered by the hoodie, so that's okay. Arm accessory, no. Yeah, no inner top, no inner bottom. Socks. Feet. Yeah, no, thank you. And the shoes. Okay, the shoes are other thing that I thought about being specific, and then that probably won't be here, but there's nothing I can do about it. I think I will let the normal shoes. Let me see. These green ones are strange. Let me jump this music. I like this one. Now I capture the sound, the silence that I love, the mind to run around, my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told. My back is to the world. That I tell you you're the greatest. Okay, there is an accessory that I wanted to put on him too, but I can't because I need to do it for now. Okay. What is the outline supposed? Oops, I'm pressing the wrong button. Outline, what is the... okay. I'm just looking to see what is this, but anything is fine here. Eye alignment. Okay. Huh? It doesn't make any difference. Okay. What this was at 100? I don't think this will make a difference because I'm with the hoodie too. That's fine for now. This will be this is to use a camera. I don't have a camera, so I don't think this will work. If I had a camera, yeah. Yeah. Pose animations, background lighting, yeah, that's fine. How can I get out of oh, okay. This is to upload. Export as a VRM, Vroid Hub. I will export as a VRM because this is one of the most basic things that I can do. I won't export to, I won't upload to Vroid Hub. You think you're better than them, better than them. I'll just export this. Mike Frost. I don't think I can use this. Mike Frost version 1. Myself. I will just put Mike Frost too. Mike Frost. Frost under VT. No. Oh, I can actually. Frost Mike. It is gmail.com. I think it's this, right? Reference my character version 1. Who can I assign a personality to the editor? Anyone? Don't know what this meant, but export. There is YouTube Studio. I'll put on assets. Sure. I for some reason I can't let this notification thing away. You know, I have to take it off, but I can't. But I won't right now. But this is the Vtuber Senpai Discord that I'm using. I'm finding a lot of great content creators there. It's good. Did it work? Let's see. Okay, that was quick. So yeah, for now, again, this is the I even opened this up to see if I could see something on screen, if I had any doubts. This one is one that I should see and learn to do the hairstyle that I wanted, but I'll do this at this another day. Model, let me Mike Frost model 1 save. Now what do? I don't know. Let me go back to this this string, this screen, and think what can I do. I can play League, but I don't know if I'm on the mood to play League. Maybe I can actually play like I said before, like I was thinking before, play wait, let me organize my Chrome, put this on a new group, see, let me put later, put this on this group, put this on this group. I can also sing, I don't know. Chess.com is a site, right? I don't know if there is a, let me chess.com. Yeah, no, thank you. Puzzles, learn. Okay, there is learn. Okay, I will go back to the screen. I think I'll play some chess. Here is Hikaru. Chess puzzles. Actually, I need to wait. Login. No, I don't have an account. Let me log in with my account. Like Frost. This works. Due to chess, I'll go with beginner. Start playing. Let me drink water, because I'm forgetting of drinking water and my trophies, right? Oh, okay. Why is it in Portuguese? Let me put on English. Configurations. English. Save. No. Let me put my real time zone. America, Brazil. Where is Brazil? Oh, why? Maybe São Paulo. Yeah, São Paulo. Technically, the time zone isn't São Paulo. It's Brasilia. That's the capital of Brazil. But I'll take that. So yeah, let me learn. What videos to learn concepts, starts knowledge in challenges, level up to achieve mastery. Okay. To move the pieces, I know this. Playing the game, learn basic rules of the chess and how to play a full game. I know this too. Opening principles. I think this is the one where I should start. It's a video, right? Okay, let me pause the music. Learn the correct way to play the first moves of a game. Oh yeah, let me change the chess. Is there a chess.com here? No, okay. Chess. Is this chess the right chess? Let me see who is streaming chess right now. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, Hikaru is probably Hikaru Nakamura. he's not streaming right now, but he wasn't on that chess on that chess thing. He was on the chess.com thing, I think. Oh, there's a message here. Hello. Okay, on red. There's nothing on red. What? Anyways, back to learn. Wait, did I click on the right one? No, okay. Opening principles, let me see. 6 lessons, 34 minutes, 31 chess. Okay, let me... Okay.
Possible, but what exactly does this mean? The center squares are e4, d4, d5, and e5. A popular as well as strong opening move for white is to play e4. White moves a pawn directly in the center, controlling the...
Okay, this... Oh, here is this sound. Okay, this was too high for me.
d5 and f5 squares in black's territory, and it also opens up lines for white's light-squared bishop and queen to quickly enter the game. A good response for black is to play the same move, e5. By controlling the center, both sides prevent enemy pawns from entering their territory. If white tries to force two pawns in the center with e4, threatening black's pawn on e5, it's important for black to break up white's pawn center with e takes d4. When white's dreams of taking over the center with pawns have been shattered, black should not have any serious problems in the opening. Is the center really that important to control? What happens if black wants to move pawns on the edge of the board, such as a6? Pawn moves are important when they can control key squares, especially in the center, and when they open up lines for pieces to enter the game.
But
this move does not control an important central square.
a6 is
in... the rook to move to a7. Not exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There are some things that even if I didn't learn, I knew, like, because I watched a lot. I watched some chess recently, but the a3 or a6 in this case is a bad move because it doesn't open anything. And even if you move a3 and then b4 to a3 as a pre-move to guard this b4 here, you're kinda stuck with this bishop, but because you can't move the bishop to a3, right?
Directly improving black's position. Since black does not want to control a6, pawn moves are important when they can control key squares, especially in the center, and when they open up lines for pieces to enter the game. This move does not control an important central square, and it only allows the rook to move to a7, not exactly improving black's position. Since black does not want to control the important center, don't be shy. Let's take the center for ourselves with e4. White's pawn duo control key squares in black's camp: c5, d5, e5, and f5, making it difficult for black to activate pieces on these squares. If black continues to make meaningless pawn moves such as h6, black has no central control, and besides the pawns, only 4 pieces can move: the knights, which were already able to move at the start of the game, and each rook only has 1 square. Not a good start to the game for black. White's pieces, on the other hand, enjoy great freedom. White's queen and 2 bishops enjoy open lines, and white's knights are ready to jump into the game with a move like knight f3. What happens if black wakes up from a deep sleep and decides to start developing pieces toward the center with knight to c6? Pieces need pawns in the center so they are not constantly attacked. Since black does not have a pawn on d5, white can simply march forward with d5, grabbing space and attacking black's knight, forcing it to waste time by moving again. Black should admit the mistake and retreat the knight, but instead decides to move the knight to the edge of the board with knight a5. Most pieces do not like being on the edge of the board, and the knight is especially weak as it only can...
I mean, in this position, I guess knight to e5 was the right move, right? I was thinking because going back doesn't do anything, going to a7 just doesn't do anything and locks your rook. Going to d4, it's lets it hanging because you can just take. I thought that I was in front of the board, and I was.
Controls 4.
And yeah, going to a5, as the coach saying,
squares.
Isn't good.
Compare this to white's knight on f3. It controls 8 total squares. Twice as many squares as black's knight on a5 controls. More importantly, black's knight doesn't have any safe squares, so white can attack this poorly placed piece with b4. If black does nothing, white will simply win a piece. So after knight c4, black's knight has already moved 3 times, and white can now develop a piece and win the knight with bishop takes c4. Black is in serious trouble, but should at least try to prevent white's central pawns from advancing with b6.
Yeah.
Instead, black plays knight f6. Knights love to be close to the center of the board, but you have to prevent enemy pawns from attacking them. Since black has not controlled the center with pawns, how can white gain space and attack black's knight? That's right, once again by advancing a center pawn with e5.
Yeah.
Black should once again retreat the knight, admitting another mistake, but decides to lunge forward with knight g4. Notice most of black's escape squares are controlled by pawns. Even black's pawn on h6 prevents a potential knight retreat. How can white win more material? If you found h3, nice work. If black takes the e5 pawn, white simply captures it with the knight on f3.
Yeah.
If black plays knight takes f2, at least grabbing a pawn before losing the knight, white should not be afraid to move the king. Let's win material with king takes f2. By controlling the center with pawns and actively developing pieces toward the center, white took advantage of black's careless play and is simply up 2 pieces with an excellent position. Now it's time to practice taking over the center in the challenges.
Okay, nice. That is actually a good video, a good explanation. I like this. I like this. What you did, chess.com. White just grabbed space by moving a pawn to e4 and is ready to dominate the center by moving a pawn to d4. Next turn, let's move up our pawn to e5 to grab a share of the center. Sure, let me just... okay. Great job. We do not want to allow white to have 2 pawns at the center. Can you find a strong capture that removes one of white's pawn in the center? Sure. Nicely done. White is not allowed to keep 2 pawns on the center, so black is showing good central control and understanding. Keep up the great work. Sure. How can white grab control of the center by putting a pawn directly in the middle of the board? Great job, you have taken control of the center, and now your opponent failed to take black's fair share of the center. How can we take more space on the center by placing another pawn on right in the middle of the board? I don't know if one pawn is better than the other to move first. Nice work. Now black suddenly remembers the importance of controlling the center with a pawn. How can white win material? Doing this, but okay. For now, I think this is good, but having 2 pawn stacks, having this stack isn't good, right? I can't go back, right? I wanted to see if c3 it was a good move. Don't think so, because the knight would be I don't know. Nice job punishing black's careless play. White is up a pawn and controls the center. Hey Kaiser. Go. I don't know, usually use the queen pawn because your king is still protected. and you open your queen to the game. Yeah, you, mm, the queen pawn, but using the queen pawn firstly doesn't exactly open the queen, because you only can like you could do this, right? If you if you move the king pawn first. But yeah, I guess there's I saw some games. I don't know if I move here, it will count as me moving. But I saw some I saw Hikaru Nakamura playing, and sometimes there is this move, and then pawn take pawn and queen take pawn too. But I don't know how to play this game that much. You don't need to open with 2 pawn. I don't know. I'm just doing the classes, not classes anyway. Use horses as well. Knight. Goddamn, you do, because the king's pawn you use to open your bishops. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Both. What did I? Over. Both sides have opened the game with pawn moves, but white controls the center and black has wasted time on edges of the board. Let's find a strong knight move, which develops a piece to square that controls 2 center squares. Yeah, this opening is. I saw this opening a lot of times too on the chess strings. Good luck in there. I'll wait you on the underthought. Come to me when you're ready. Excellent job. Black tries to also develop a knight to help protect the center, but black doesn't have any pawns on the center. How can we gain space and safely attack black's knight on 6-6? Wait, let me just check one thing. Wait, let me just send some A's here to see. Okay, I'll move the chat to here. I should configure my chat better, but for now it's. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. Great central pawn play. Black's knight moves to the edge of the board and is nearly trapped. How can white attack this knight and win material? Great move. Black's knight makes one last desperate leap. How can white gain material? You got it. White is simply up a piece. Okay. Black decides to develop to the other knight, threatening to capture your pawn on e4. How can you prevent black's threat and safely attack this knight at the same time? Good move. Black's knight should have retreated, but instead lunges forward. Do you notice this knight doesn't have any safe squares? How can we win this piece? Great job. Black at least captures a pawn with the doomed knight, but now let's win material strong capture. Great work. Your excellent central play has won a knight, so white now has 2 pieces. Instead of moving the knight to g4, this time black tries to escape by moving the knight to its least favorite part of the board, the edge. How can you find a way to trap black's knight? Absolutely, black's knight can run, but it can't hide. Let's capture this piece. Okay. But I can't. Can I?
As you continue.
Oh, I can. Okay. I thought that it. Oh, okay. This it still counts as the first lesson. Okay, nice. Let's continue. Let me just clean some notifications on my cell phone. Okay. Ooh.
Your chess journey. As you continue your chess journey, the starting position in front of us is going to be very familiar to you. But how often do you think about the board without any pieces? When you take a look at a blank chessboard, what comes to mind for you? Do you consider it a canvas with unlimited potential, the beauty just waiting to be discovered? Or perhaps you see 64 squares, 32 light and 32 dark. It's very important to become familiar with the chessboard. Specifically, the chessboard looks flat. and all the squares appear the same, but not all squares are created equally. Consider the center squares E4, D4, D5, and E5. These squares are the chess mountain, the highest point on the chessboard. You want to make sure you have your fair share of the chess mountain, or inner center, and the best way to do that is planting flags, or pawns, in the center of the board. You're claiming E4 as your territory on the mountain. Black will often play E5, doing the same thing. The squares surrounding the chess mountain, or inner center, is what we call the outer center. You can consider the outer center as the chess hill, not as high as the chess mountain, but still elevated above all the other squares. When we think about developing our pieces, think about the chess mountain and hill, or inner center and outer center. We want to develop our forces to help control these critical squares. Now that we have a general idea of where we want to place our pieces, let's return White's pieces to the starting squares. Let's pretend for a moment that we can only move 2 pawns and the rest of our pieces only once. Where would you develop your forces? Thinking about the chess mountain, or inner center, we don't have to hesitate to play E4 and D4. Knights love to jump into the outer center and help control the key central squares with knight F3 and knight C3. Bishops love open diagonals, so bishop C4 and bishop F4 are natural squares for these pieces. Take a look at all of the squares these bishops control in enemy territory. Castling has a very important role in our development. For this exercise, let's consider castling as the king move. White's king wisely evacuates the center and now has 3 loyal pawns protecting it. Castling also allows us to bring our rook into the action, especially helping control the center, with a move like rook e1.
I actually learned castle with my grandfather. I learned how to play chess on my school when I was little, and I actually was good at it because no one knew how to play it, and I was pretty smart. So I used to win, but no one knew how to play it exactly. And my teacher didn't teach me well because she used to say that when you move a piece to check, you have to waste a move saying check. So let's say the enemy put a queen here, and these pawns aren't here, right? It's a check, right? But if my enemy, I don't remember exactly, but she used to say something like, "Oh, I move a pawn here and didn't notice," or something like that. The black pieces would waste a move saying like check, and then I could move again. Like, this doesn't even make sense. But anyways, when and sometimes I played with my grandfather. I don't know if my grandpa does know advanced chess, like the openings and stuff like that. But when I played with him, I think I learned how to castle. And there are moves that I still didn't know that it could be done, like if there is a black piece here and you move this pawn to here, he can capture it by going behind it. Like, I didn't know this move.
Castling as the king move. White's king wisely evacuates the center and now has 3 loyal pawns protecting it. Castling also allows us to bring our rook into the action, especially helping control the center, with a move like rook e1. Now we only have our queen and rook on a1 to move. White's queen can be well placed on e2 or d2. Let's move the queen to d2. Now White's rooks are connected, and White's queen backs up the dark squared bishop, supercharging that diagonal. Finally, we would complete our development with rook a to d1. Notice our 2 central pawns, knights, and bishops are all in the inner and outer center. White's major pieces, the queen and 2 rooks, help support the center, so in the future, White can start advancing pawns up the board. Of course, this is only a dream scenario, and our opponent certainly has something to say about this. So what does a position look like when both sides are following this strategy, activating their pieces and controlling these key squares? Let's take a look. This is a very typical opening position, and notice the balance of the forces. Both sides have pawns in the inner center, controlling their fair share of space. Both sides have castled their king to safety, and the knights and bishops are all controlling key squares in the center. With all this in mind, let's have some fun and see development in action. How important is it to develop our pieces to safe, active squares where they work together in harmony? When one side follows this advice and the other side ignores it, we'll soon find an answer. After e4, e5, knight f3, white combines development with attack.
Yeah, when I was doing the challenges on the last lesson, I thought about this, like moving the knight here will attack this pawn, so he will need to move this pawn here to protect this pawn.
Possible move is knight c6, developing a piece toward the center,
or these two,
protecting
yeah,
the e5 pawn. Instead, black plays d6. Is this a good move for black? It depends on which bishop you ask. Black's light-squared bishop enjoys a newly opened diagonal, but black's dark-squared bishop isn't exactly thrilled that it's blocked by its own pawn on d6 and cannot enter the action in the center. Although this move isn't bad, black's dark-squared bishop will have to accept a more passive role than we would prefer. White's bishop on the king side has no such worries after bishop c4, where it controls key central squares and is pointing directly at black's weak f7 pawn. Black decides to develop the knight on b8. What is the best square for this piece? If black plays knight a6, when a knight moves to the edge of the board, a famous saying is, a knight on the rim is dim. Black's knight only controls 4
there's
squares.
Only one.
And none of them are squares in the inner center. Let's compare the last move with knight c6.
Please.
Developing the knight toward the center with knight c6 is the best square for this piece. It controls both e5 and d4, key central squares, and controls a total of 8 squares, twice as many as it controlled on the edge of the board. Black selected a third option and played knight d7. The knight only protects the e5 square in the center, so it's less active. And now black's light-squared bishop cannot move. White continues to demonstrate positive development with knight c3. And once again, black makes a passive knight move with knight e7. Instead of working together, black's pieces are
He did this just to look cool with 2 knights in front of queen and king.
Notice that both of black's bishops cannot move, which means the knights would have to move again in order to free the natural diagonals for the bishops, wasting more time. Time is not on black's side, and white punishes black's poor development immediately with knight g5. Notice how white's pieces are working together. The knight on g5 joins the light-squared bishop in attacking the weak f7 pawn. White's knight on c3 and pawn on e4 join the light-squared bishop in protecting the key d5 square, which means if black plays the best move in a bad position, d5, white can simply capture the pawn and win material. Instead of blocking this dangerous diagonal with d5, black decides to play f6, turning the position from bad to completely losing. What would you play as white? You may notice that the queen on d8 is trapped, so you could actually win this piece with knight e6 or knight f7.
Yeah.
But is there an even stronger move to play? If you found bishop f7, great job. The king cannot capture the bishop as it's protected by the knight on g5. Black's pieces smother its own king, so it's game over. Now that you've learned the importance of developing your pieces rapidly toward key central squares and using your pieces to work together as a team, you're ready to show off your skills in the challenges.
Yeah, that's fine. White decides to move the knight on g1. What's the best square for this piece? White decides to g1. Oh, okay. Great work. Once again, white has several good moves. White has several good moves, but let's decide on what's the best square to develop our light squared bishop on f1. Great work developing the white bishop to the most active diagonal. White is threatening to capture our pawn on e5. How can black best develop a piece towards the center and protect this pawn? Nice move. Let's continue to develop our pieces and focus on where our dark squared bishop will be the best developed. Oh, okay. Dark squared bishop would be best with what? Where? I guess this one. Excellent work developing our pieces to safe and active squares. Okay. Black has developed both knights to passive squares, which blocks Black's bishop and queen from entering the game. Let's use our spear develop and threaten checkmate on f7. Excellent work. Black turns a bad position into losing position. White can win the game immediately. How? White pieces have floated black underdeveloped position. Let's use our pieces together to force checkmate in 2 moves. Huh. Wait. No, he will. Huh? 2 moves? Wait, let me think. No, okay, nice try, but this does not force checkmate on the next move. Like, look for a power check or use the hint to. Oh, okay, it's this one, right? Yeah. But great job forcing blacks. Yeah, I. My mind just shut down for a moment there, thinking my knight would check the king. Great job forcing Black's king to up the board. Black's king has no legal squares. It's checkmate time. Find White's only check in the position and you win the game. Oh. Black's checkmated. Great job using our pieces together to win game. Huh. Okay. White is dreaming of capturing your f7 pawn. f7 pawn. Okay. White is dreaming of capturing your f7 pawn with the queen on the next move, delivering checkmate. Black has several defenses, but the best move is a strong pawn move, which attacks white light squared bishop, blocking its attack against the f7 pawn. Let's look for this powerful pawn move. Great job. White undevelops the bishop, retreating to its starting square. Not a good choice. Now let's develop our knights to a strong square, which also transcends to capture the white's queen. You continue to develop as white is forced to retreat. Excellent work. How can we develop another piece into the game and threaten to capture white's queen? Taking space and attacking white's queen is definitely a strong move. Good job. Now let's develop our light squared bishop and attack white's queen. You made this? Oh, okay. Okay, I did a good move, but he wanted me to play the bishop. That's the thing, right?
Castle early and castle often. It's a funny, but also helpful phrase to remember during your games. After 3 moves, white is a pawn in the center and developed a knight and bishop toward the center. What's next? It's never too early to make sure your king is safe, so a great move for white is to castle. Remember, this is the one time you can move 2 pieces at once. You move your king 2 squares, and then the rook moves next to your king, like this. Think of castling as building a house for your king. The king finds shelter behind 3 loyal pawns. So it isn't easy for your opponent to tear down your defenses. The other great thing about castling is it answers a question you might be wondering. How do I bring my rooks into the game? Castling allows your rook to move toward the center, where it can enter the action.
Yeah, funny thing is, I always liked the rook, but what I usually did to free the rook is move the a2 or the a2 pawns, and then move the rooks up.
Black in this position What would your plan be? Castle early and castle often. How can black prepare castling? That's right. Let's move our knight into the action and control the center with knight f6, preparing to castle and threatening white's pawn on e4. After white protects the e4 pawn with a move such as d3, the house has been built for black's king. Let's move it in with castling. Both sides have safe kings thanks to castling, and each of the rooks used for castling are excited to enter the game in the center. Is castling really that important? Since our opening strategy should be to control the center, actively develop our pieces to help support the center, and castle our king to safety, we definitely do not want our king to sit in the center of the board where most of the action usually takes place. In this position, white is castled, but black's king is sitting on a central file which is wide open. With white to move, we can see our rook enter the action with rook e1 check. Rooks love open files, especially files leading to the enemy king. Notice black's king cannot escape the center, as white's bishop controls its escape square. Black could block the check with the bishop, but white would simply capture that bishop, and once again black's king would be in check. Black's only other move is queen e7, blocking the check, but now black's queen is in danger. Since white has two attackers, the bishop and rook, and black only has one defender of the queen, the king, white can play rook takes e7 check, winning black's queen and checking black's king. Notice black's king cannot capture the rook, as then black's king would be in check. Black would love to castle the king to safety, but since you can't castle out of check, black has to settle for a move such as king d8. Notice black's rooks are not connected, so they cannot work together, and black is down an entire queen. Now that we learned how much rooks love castling as they can enter the action in the center, would you believe white has an even stronger way to take advantage of black's exposed king? Instead of winning the queen with the awesome rook check, we can actually checkmate black's king in the center of the board. How is this possible? Our path to victory begins with delivering a check with our most powerful piece, queen to e2 check. Once again, black's king cannot move as white's bishop prevents its escape, so after queen e7, using our queen as an attacker with the bishop as a helper, we can play queen takes e7.
Yeah,
checkmate.
I thought this when he moved rook to e1. I thought, why didn't you move the queen to e1? Wouldn't it be better?
Capturing black's queen, attacking the king, and covering all of the escape squares. The bishop is the helper piece because it protects white's queen, meaning that black cannot capture the queen, so the game is over. Let's look at one last example together. Sometimes we do our best to castle early, and it just doesn't work out as planned. Don't worry, it happens to all of us. The most important thing is not to dwell on the past, but focus on what you can do now and build a better future. White is down a pawn, and black is threatening to capture our rook on h1. To make matters worse, our king is still in the center, and black's rook that was used for castling is lined up with our king. Not a good sign. What is white to do? How can we move our king to safety and protect our rook on h1 at the same time? That's right, we can castle queenside. Our king has escaped the dangers of the center, and now the rooks are connected, protecting each other on the first rank. White's position isn't perfect, but it's a lot better now that we've castled. You've done a great job exploring the importance of protecting our king by castling. Now let's castle early and often in the challenges.
Okay. Easy. It's still nothing complicated. There are several good moves in this position, but what is the best king move for white? Great job. White's king is safely protected by these pawns, and the rook on f1 is ready to support the center. Keep it up. Black wants to castle the king to safety, but knights on g8 is on the way. How can you develop this knight towards the center and threaten we? Okay. I will just go by this one. I'm reading too much. And my water ran out. I don't want to go fill it up yet. White has many options to consider, but let's remember the most important factor in chess: king safety. Let's castle your king. Black's knight is misplaced on the edge on the board, but is dreaming of castling somehow. Can prevent black's. Let me check. Okay. let's capture 2 or e4 pawn. Oh, okay. Can't you save set a check? Okay. Because black queen takes a pawn on the right, there was opening up the file leading to black's king. How can you line up a less valuable piece than black's queen to the same files? Okay. White's king is not happy. White's king is not happy as it's stuck in the center of the board. You want to do this? Yeah. Okay.
Winning a chess game isn't something you can simply make happen. There is no outright winning strategy or forced win. If you simply hope that your opponent will do all of the work for you and make a blunder, you won't win as many games and you won't get very good. The only way to win at chess is by playing with sound strategies and
Yeah, I didn't want to accelerate the videos, but I will, because I want to, I don't know, do something.
making your position better until you have an overwhelming advantage.
Wait, let me.
And gradually making your position better until you have an overwhelming advantage, or your opponent can't handle the pressure and cracks. The key to improving your position is making your pieces active. An active piece is one that is full of potential and ready to jump into action. When you start a game of chess, none of your pieces are active. Most of your pieces can't even move. Your job is to get your pieces into the game and put them on active squares where they can attack, defend, and improve your control of the board. Let's take a look at a few positions and compare who has more active pieces. Let's start by looking at some opening moves and see which side does a better job activating their piece.
I'm just trying to understand what is he trying to say here. An active piece has the potential to make many moves. The best way to get pieces active is to move them towards the center of the board. Okay.
White begins the game with e4, controlling the center and already opening up lines for the light squared bishop and queen. Black plays h6. This pawn controls g5, but does nothing to help with development. White plays knight f3. The knight activates toward the center, controlling the d4 and e5 central squares. Black plays knight a6, developing a piece, but unlike White's last knight move to f3, Black's knight on a6 does not control the center and only controls 4 squares, e4, c5, c7, and b8. Let's compare that to the knight on f3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you're just repeating on what you said on the other
Twice as many as the knight on a6 controls.
classes. Come on.
Develop toward the center. White follows this advice with bishop to c4, controlling the center.
Okay, so this is something about me. I know this is a great way to teach because it reinforces what you already said. So most people would like this kind of thing, but for me, personally, I don't like it because I have a high. How can I say this? I understand things quickly, like really quickly. So the first time I watched the things he said, it already worked for me. I already understood. So this for me is he's just repeating things unnecessary. But I know that for most people this would be good.
Center and placing pressure on Black's weakest point, the f7 square. Notice White is ready to castle on the very next turn. Black plays h5, moving the h pawn for a second time, which does not control any central squares and wastes time that could have been used to develop a piece. White castles the king to safety and brings the rook toward the center. Black places a second knight to the edge of the board, reducing its square control again to only 4 squares, just like the knight on a6. White activates the rook with rook e1. The rook enjoys open lines in the center of the board. Notice the rook can help support the e-pawn's advance up the board in the future. Taking a look at White's position, you can notice that White has placed a pawn in the center, has developed pieces to active squares that help control the center, and White has also castled the king to safety. Black, on the other hand, does not control any of the key central squares, has 2 knights on the edge of the board, and Black has not moved any pawns that would allow the bishops and queen to enter the game. White's position is far more active. Let's take a look at another position. Take a moment and compare White and Black's pieces.
Wait, he said to take a moment and compare. Let's see. Yeah. Black is
Which side
fucked.
has more active pieces, White or Black?
White.
Let's first look at White's pieces. Notice that White has 3 pieces in Black's territory: the bishop on f6,
Yeah.
the knight on d6, and the rook on c7. All of these pieces are very active. The bishop on f6 controls a lot of key squares right in front of Black's king, and notice the bishop controls the entire a1 to h8 diagonal. This bishop also controls h4 to d8, controlling a lot of dark squares right in black's territory. The knight on d6 is excellently placed. It's putting pressure on f7, b7, and the bishop on c8. Notice white's rook on c7 is doing the same thing, pressurizing all three of these targets as well. The only piece that's not in black's territory is the rook on d1, and it enjoys a lot of open squares and also protects the knight on d6. Let's compare that with black's piece.
I forget that sometimes sometimes I forget that I'm not on camera. I'm shaking my head like I'm thinking about this, but I'm not saying anything. But I am actively doing something.
Black has no pieces in white's territory, and notice black has three pieces still on the 8th rank: the rook on a8, the bishop on c8, and the rook on f8. The only piece not on the back rank is the knight on h6, stuck in the corner. Notice the knight cannot move to f5 or g4 because white has pawns that would capture that knight. Black's pieces are basically paralyzed. Take a look at the light-squared bishop on c8. It has one square, d7, and it's already protected by the white rook. The black rook on f8 cannot move to e8 because of the knight, or d8 without getting captured by the bishop. The only piece that can move without getting captured is the rook on a8, and it can only move to b8, where it's not really doing much. So to take a look at this position, we can say white has very active pieces, and black has very inactive pieces. Let's take a look at one more position. Finally, in this position, is it clear?
I'm thinking. Wait. They are practically the same, but this rook isn't on the lane. Is this what makes white better?
Clear which side has more active pieces? Let's take a look. Notice that both sides have pawns directly in the center, d4 and d5. Both sides have very active bishops. They both control kingside and queenside space. Both sides have queens directly behind those bishops, controlling good diagonals on the king side as well as queen side, and they're well placed in the center of the board. Notice both sides have rooks on the c-file, enjoying a lot of open squares. The only difference between the two sides is the rook on e1 for white has the e-file all to itself. Meanwhile, the rook on f8 isn't really doing that much for black, so black solves this by playing rook f to e8. Both sides have very active pieces. We would call this an even or balanced position. Now that you've learned how to identify active versus inactive pieces, it's your turn to practice activating your pieces.
Yeah, okay. Nothing difficult. White would like to castle on the mass move. Can you find a development move for black too? That brings a piece into an active square and prevents white from castling. Wait, let me... Prevents white from castling. Wait, the only thing I can do this is move the queen, but... Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be this. I'm already without my knight. Why am I without my knight? Wait, let me... Oh, okay, this one, okay. I had the right idea, I just moved the wrong piece, okay. Okay. Why does this prevent... Okay, because it would lose a rook, maybe. Or attacking squares prevent from castle. White wants to capture black's pawn c3. Which capture best activates a piece. Yeah. White captures the pawn and makes the knight active piece. Okay. White wants to develop knight squared bishop on this moving castle. What is the best square for this bishop? Good job. The bishop enjoys open squares on the d1 h5. D1 h5. Yeah. Diagonal and prepares castling on the next move. Okay. White's rook on e1. e1. Oh, okay. I always forget that when I'm on black side, the board inverts. White rooks on e1 prevent black from castling, since it would capture the bishop on e7. How can black develop a piece and block white's rook from attacking the dark square bishop? Let me... Yeah, it does not block, but makes me capture something. But why is this a move? Black activates the light square bishop and is ready to castle. White now activates the bishop and threatens to capture the c7 pawn. No, c7 pawn. In a single... How can black bring the king to safety and protect the c-pawns in a single move? Got it. The black moves the king to safety, protects the c7 pawn, and activates the rook to d5 on the single move. I mean, doing this doesn't exactly prevent... Oh, okay, prevents... Oh, okay, I understood now. Okay. Black's rook is ready to invade on e1 or e2. Okay, now, okay, e1 or e2, okay. How can you prevent both these moves and activate white's passive rook? How can... what? This doesn't work on... Prevent both these moves and activate white's passive rook. What? Nothing prevents it. Oh, okay. I just moved to the wrong square again. The king is an active piece. White prevents the black rook from invading and opens up the first rank of white rook. Okay. Okay, but why? Why one and not the other? Oh, I guess it's because I have more squares to move than this. Okay, I understand. Okay. Okay, your opponent's move.
As you continue on your chess journey, it's a great feeling when you start to win more games and notice that you are making stronger moves.
What?
If you really want to take your game to the next level, it's essential to start thinking about your opponent's moves and truly understanding their ideas before deciding on your own moves. The most obvious idea behind an opponent's move is a check, such as queen d1, delivering a check to our king. Since our king is under attack, it's easy to react instantly and play king h2. Unfortunately, if we play too quickly, we risk missing the entire story behind our opponent's move. Before responding, try to understand all of the things your opponent's move does. Yes, black's queen checked white's king, but was that the only purpose of the move? Notice black's queen was also attacking the unprotected bishop, so black can play queen takes b5. Black is no longer down a piece and has a good position. Let's take a look at this position again. Now that we understand that black's queen is attacking both our king and unprotected bishop, known as a double attack, is there a way we can both block the check and protect our bishop? If you found bishop f1, great job. We block the check and protect our bishop at the same time.
I was thinking about the queen.
Plays a great position. Now let's take our game to the next level and start to think seriously about our opponent's moves and ideas in the following examples. In this position, after black plays knight d4, instead of immediately focusing on what we should do, let's make sure we understand the point behind black's last move. When a knight begins to jump, we want to carefully consider where it may land. Knight takes a2 looks pointless because we can simply capture it with our rook. Where else is the knight attacking? That's right, the pawn on c2. Notice that black's bishop on f5 is also attacking that pawn. A common mistake is to understand that our pawn is under attack and then decide to move it with c3, attacking black's knight and moving the pawn to safety. How could this be a mistake? Unfortunately, the knight wasn't just attacking the pawn, it was also attacking the c2 square. So black can play knight c2 check, forking white's king and rook on a1. White should make the best out of a bad situation and move the king, because if white plays queen takes c2, black wins a queen for a knight with bishop takes c2.
Yeah.
Let's take a second look at this position and try to find a better option for white. Since black has two pieces attacking the c2 square, and we only have one defender, the queen, What should we do about this threat? If we play e4, trying to block the black bishop's diagonal, black will simply capture the pawn with the bishop, and we still have to solve our main problem, the weak c2 square. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like more time to think about the position. If you found the defensive resource knight a3, great job. We don't usually like moving our knight to the edge of the board where it controls fewer squares.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about queen d3, but this only makes white lose a queen anyways. Yeah.
But this inconvenience is easier to accept than losing a serious amount of material. Now that c2 is properly protected, we're ready to kick the knight out of our territory with c3. And if black plays knight takes c2 check, as long as we capture with our least valuable defender first with knight takes c2, bishop takes c2.
Okay, he said least valuable resource, but between these pieces here, rook, knight, bishop, what is most and what is less valuable?
And queen takes c2. After all of the trades, white is up an extra bishop for a pawn, so black should have spent more time thinking about the consequences of our knight a3 move before capturing the c2 pawn. Let's continue to work on understanding the ideas behind our opponent's moves. In this position, white decides to play queen f6. Take a moment to understand all of the ideas behind white's last move.
Okay. Queen to g7 is checkmate.
You may notice black's rook on d8 is under attack. So with that information in mind, black may play rook e8, moving the rook to safety and adding a second attacker to the e4 pawn. Before deciding on our move, don't forget to ask, what are all of the ideas behind my opponent's last move? It is true that white's queen attacks 3 pawns, but none of these moves look very good. Remember to always look for checks and captures. In this case, white can win the game immediately with queen g7.
Yeah.
Checkmate. After carefully considering all of the ideas...
I didn't even consider the rook in danger here.
behind our opponent's last move, how can we both prevent checkmate and protect our rook on d8? It might not look possible, but your knight on c5 is ready to come to the rescue. Where can you move your knight to stay in the game? That's right, you can play knight e6.
Yeah.
This move prevents checkmate on g7, as the knight would simply capture the queen, and it also protects the rook on d8. Knight e6 isn't the first move that may come to mind, but by taking the time to fully understand the ideas behind your opponent's move, we can find these important resources. Sometimes you can make a threat and it seems like your opponent is completely ignoring you. If white plays rook to f1, we may expect black to play rook f8 to protect the hanging pawn on f7. It may come as a surprise to see black play rook to d8. This move seems to completely ignore our threat of rook takes f7. Of course, sometimes your opponent only focuses on their own moves, and misses the purpose behind your moves. If you don't see a point behind your opponent's last move, you need to trust yourself and continue with your plan. If it turns out you overlooked a tactic, you will gain a valuable lesson, but you cannot fear threats that you do not see. It turns out that rook d8, lining up with our king, is a very tricky way to defend the f7 pawn. So white should move the king off of the same file as black's rook with a move such as king c4. After rook takes f7, black has a surprising move which wins white's rook. Take a moment to look for this incredible resource.
Wait, I'm thinking. Wait, I didn't understand. Oh, this is check, okay. I was thinking about this, but... Oh, okay. I thought about this move, but I didn't notice that it was check, and was thinking about this rook taking the knight, but he can't because okay.
The pawn on d4 cannot capture the knight, as it would put our own king in check, which is illegal. And after white moves the king to safety with a move such as king e2, black wins the rook with knight takes f7. Let's take a look at one more example together. Chess is such a beautiful game as there are so many layers to discover. In this position, black plays knight takes b3. What is the point of this move? It looks like black is simply offering a trade of pieces. One way to help improve your game is to ask yourself every time your opponent makes a move, if my opponent had another move, what would they play? We might assume black would simply move the knight to safety and be up a piece. If white doesn't think carefully about this question and simply plays a takes b3, white is in for a rude awakening. When you ask, if my opponent had another move, what would they play? Always look at every single check and capture your opponent can play, because these are the moves that may cost you the game, as in this case, with queen c1, checkmate. Since black's threat is queen c1 checkmate, you might make a quick decision and play a move like g3, opening up an escape square for your king. Before deciding to not recapture black's knight and accept being down a piece, is there another way to capture black's knight and prevent checkmate? Notice white's queen is on c7, and it could guard the checkmate square if the c2 pawn wasn't in the way.
Yeah.
This means he can play c takes b3. So now black cannot play queen c1, as we would simply capture the queen. You've done an excellent job working through one of the most important skills to develop, always looking out for your opponent's moves, and making sure you understand the ideas hidden behind them. Now let's stay alert and remain one step ahead of our opponent's moves and the challenges.
Okay. This is where I begin to lack a little. Because I always miss some moves, some intentions behind moves. Black's attacking our king and rook on a1. What is white best defense? Oh, okay. Yeah. White's best response? Yeah. No, okay. This was easy. Something more difficult will get me 100%. White knight sleeps to the b5 square. b5. Okay, b5. What is white's threat and how should we handle it? If he goes here is check. What was the move again? It's not this. Yeah, it is not this. I forgot. No. It's this one. Okay, yeah. This was not on purpose. Okay. Why did black move the queen to h3? What is white's best response? Wait, let me... No, this doesn't make sense. He wants me to take... He wants me to take with rook, but I won't do this because he will contact him again. But I will be a queen up. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay. Good vision. When we are attacked, it's easy to only think about defensive moves and overlook our own resources. No, yeah. I was thinking he wants me to take it with rook, but then he would take my rook, but it's the queen he's losing. The queen is the most valuable resource. I don't... Okay, I used to not like the queen very much, but... Black just played ex d4. What is... E takes d4. Is this what this means? Capture a pawn, and black's queen is ready to capture the e4 pawn. With check. Understanding our opponent's idea, can we set up a trap so if black captures the e4 pawn with the queen, we can win black's queen for a rook? Oh, okay. How can white check black's king and attack an protected pawn at the same time? A protected pawn, okay. This position is horrible. I don't have any way to move the knight. Okay, what? It's not this. It's not this. Check. Okay, no, it has to be. No, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense because this. Wait, let me think. This. Oh, okay. Let's win a pawn. Now we need to carefully consider the next decision. How should we capture black's knight with this? Okay. One more lesson.
Knowing the rules of chess
Oops.
is just the beginning. Chess is an incredibly deep game that you can spend a lifetime learning. So let's get started. Once you make your first move on the chessboard, you have entered what is called the opening phase of the game. This is where you begin to develop your pieces onto good squares where they can attack, defend, and control the center. Once most pieces have developed, the game enters the middle game phase, where both players are making plans, organizing their pieces, finding weaknesses, and attacking their opponent's king. Some games end right in the middle game with checkmate or resignation, like in this position. After queen e4, white creates a battery with the queen and bishop on the d1, h7 diagonal, threatening checkmate. Notice the queen is also threatening the unprotected rook on a8. Black only notices the unprotected rook, moves it to safety, and then is shocked to see the game is over. Queen takes h7, checkmate. Not all games end that quickly. Some games continue on, and after many of the pieces have been traded away, enter the endgame phase, where the goal is usually to promote a pawn to a queen, and then checkmate your opponent. In these lessons, you will learn about each of these phases of the game in detail, so you can improve your chances of winning. But before we get too far, it's time to talk about your first moves in the opening. There are three main goals in the opening. First is to establish control of the center. The center is the most important part of the board. From the center, you can launch an attack anywhere. Second is to get your pieces onto active squares. They don't have many options when they're stuck on the back rank, where they start, so bringing them into the game toward the center is a good idea. Third is to get your king to safety by castling, so the king is not exposed to the dangers of the battle in the center. All of your opening moves should support these goals. Now it's your turn to practice making great opening moves.
Okay, this was a quick lesson because it's just a reminder, right? Okay. Bishop. White wants to move upon. I'm talking too little, but because it's getting to the end of the stream, and I'm just trying to end this because it's pretty simple. Oh, okay.
Some people with a little experience in chess may have heard of them.
Oh, okay. I can continue. Okay, let's see.
Four-move checkmate. For a beginner, this can sound both exciting.
Wait, let me just check. Oh, okay. I already moved to the next lesson. Let's go back to the lessons page. Yeah. Okay. No, that's a good thing that the chess.com did. This is fine. This is pretty good. But yeah, I will end the stream here. I again, I did start my, at least something like start my model, and then I knew that this wasn't going to take much time, but I didn't know what to do after this. So the chess was a good thing. But yeah, I'll try to play more chess the next times. I like chess very much. I like a lot. But yeah, that's it. Uh, don't know what I will do in these next days. Tomorrow, my college, my college, I have classes after a month, so I'll be a little more tired. So I don't know what I will do, but I'll figure it out. That's it. Bye bye.